Hey guys, it's Lauren. So I apologize if I keep looking over here. There's like a monitor with my face on it. So I figured out how to make my phone into like a webcam, and so I can like stream from my phone basically, but like on my computer. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. Today I wanted to talk about intuitive eating and what I think about it, what my reaction to what society thinks about it, and how it really saved my life. To a lot of people that probably sounds like a bunch of BS because a lot of people see intuitive eating and they think that it's just about, a bunch of people eating what they want when they're full or when they're hungry and then stopping when they're full, and that's it. And that's just intuitive eating. You just eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full, and you can eat whatever you want, but that's really not what it is. And I'm coming from the perspective that I was anorexic for years, like a decade. So I learned intuitive eating and recovered from my eating disorder. And a lot of people say that you can't have an eating disorder and do intuitive eating, and it's just not true. But I do know that not everyone can do intuitive eating. It's not for everyone. I think a big misconception about intuitive eating is that when you start, you automatically have to know your hunger cues, and you automatically have to know what's good for your body and like things like that, but it's really like a process. I own the first intuitive eating book that was created. I own the workbook, and I worked through that for months. Why don't you go to sleep? You've been meowing for hours. You've been fed, you've been watered. You've been watered like a plant. Anyway, I apologize if you can hear my cat meowing. It's just what she does. I can't control it. But it's a process. And with intuitive eating, you have to start out with... Hi! With intuitive eating, you have to start out with questioning your thoughts and questioning why you feel the way you feel. It's not just about food. It's about being in tune with yourself, being intuitive. And in that process, I learned so much about how I see the world and how I see, people's bodies and my own body. And that, what am I trying to say? When you learn about the way you think, when it comes to the way you look at your body or other people's bodies, you often come to the conclusion that you want to do the best for your own body. And that's what intuitive eating is about. It's doing the best for yourself. It's not just about, food. It's really not. It's about becoming okay with who you are and becoming okay with food in general and learning that food is not the enemy. Like, especially when it comes to eating disorders. When it comes to eating disorders, specifically anorexia, just because that's where I come from, food is like the enemy. And you can love and hate it at the same time. And with intuitive eating, you learn that food fuels you and makes you feel better, and it can be so tasty. And if you just listen to your body, then you'll feel better. A lot of people judge intuitive eating without reading the book, without trying it themselves. And that's okay, but I really think I really think it's misunderstood in the way that people don't really know what intuitive eating is. A little bit about the process that I went through. I didn't do it on my own, and I really suggest, especially if you have an eating disorder, like doing it on your own, probably not the best thing. I had an eating disorder coach who's also a nutritionist, who really helped me and made me love food again and helped guide me in the right direction. But I know a lot of people can't necessarily afford a coach. It is freaking expensive because they're not covered by insurance. But it's a process, and you're not gonna be like the perfect intuitive eater in a week. And it's not, a lot of you are subscribed to me because of Amber Lynn Reed and Chantal Food Beauty, but it's not like they say where like like they haven't gone through the process. They just think it's eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full, and that's not it. It's a whole mental process that you have to go through, and Amber especially is putting such a bad name on it because she's not doing it the right way. Not that there's like a wrong or right way to do it, but I guess there's kind of a wrong way to do it. The principles aren't laws. And the great thing about intuitive eating is that if you mess up one day, like, you have learned to be completely fine with that and bounce back. It's not something that is going to ruin your life. We're all human. We're not going to be the perfect intuitive eaters, and I know that for sure. I don't know if any of this is making sense. There are diets like Jenny Craig, or I don't know if I can, Weight Watchers, whatever. You're not going to be doing that your entire life. And with intuitive eating, you learn that it is not, a rule book that you have to be strict on yourself with. You learn that this is just a way of living. It's food freedom, as some would say. And it's really like a beautiful thing when you learn to listen to your body. And it's, like I said, it's not going to happen super quick. And intuitive eating is not for everyone. I'm a firm believer, and this is going to be a little bit probably of a problematic opinion, but the way that Chantal is doing it right now, where she's focusing on her mental health before her eating, I think is the way to go. So I would have never been okay with food if I didn't work on myself first, and that's what intuitive eating taught me to do. I think that's all I have to say. This was just a bit of a ramble. I get kind of defensive of intuitive eating because it helped me so much, and so when people are like, it's a stupid thing and it doesn't work and people with eating disorders can't do it and blah blah blah, I'm like, but that's not the truth. Maybe not everyone with an eating disorder can do it, but some people can, if they do it properly, if they work on themselves and not just the food. So anyway, that's it. I will see you all in my next video, which I don't know what it'll be. I'm sorry if the quality changed in the middle of this. My phone fell asleep and then it stopped recording. So weird. Anyway, alright. Subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.